package waiting for your mark. Repeat, care package waiting for your mark.
Hey everybody, it's 320 Awake, and I'm going to bring you a little commentary today, and it's not really about the gameplay or about my life. It sort of is about gameplay, and it's tips on how to improve yourself in the drop zone and things you can do to stay alive a little bit longer. Before we start though, I would like to say that this will be one of my last drop zone uploads for a while. I'm going to try to, get some other games going on. I've been playing a little bit too much of this. It's not all I play, but it's what I have the most fun playing with all my friends. And when you and your friends are running a lobby and making everybody rage quit, it's just really funny and kind of hard to not play it. And we've kind of gotten ourselves into a rut, and we're going to get ourselves out of it, and you're going to be there for it. So the first thing you want to do though in the drop zone is get good positioning. You want to stay out of the way but still be in the way, if that makes sense. You want to also be mindful of the first drop zone. There are a lot of things that blow up, barrels, cars. Be careful of that. So look out for those things. Try to blow them up before you get there if you can. Make the call out on your team. Maybe somebody on your team will help you. Something you also want to think about are the drop zone spawns. The drop zones will spawn in every opposite corner, and then when they spawn in the middle of the map, like the middle, not like the very middle of the beginning map, but like sometimes it'll spawn on like the far middle side or whatever, and then it'll go to the opposite middle side. So, and that's mainly on bigger maps like Resistance and such. Nothing major on Dome. There are also some secret capture spots on all these maps. Dome has one. It's really not even the best secret capture spot. I wouldn't even call it a secret capture spot, but there are also some of the drop zones are the same as like the third drop zone will always be the same. The third drop zone on Dome, however, is always right here in this corner. Will always be the third drop zone. Something I want to talk to you guys about, is your gun selection. I can't tell you what to use. You should find what's right for you and use it as a main. Now your secondary, I can offer you a little more advice. If you don't want to shoot down kill streaks, I would recommend going with an MP9. Another choice would be Akimbo FMGs, just for the Juggernaut classes. If you're one of those kind of guys where you're like, oh, Akimbo FMGs, huh? Well, maybe use them for a Juggernaut. It gets rid of them in one clip, and you can put them away after that. No big deal if you're one of those guys. If you do want to shoot down air support though, I would use a Stinger. Some people like to use javelins, but you know what, one rocket compared to two, and you really can't go wrong. You wanna take C4 into consideration. That might be something you want to think about. Think of it like this: it's a grenade that no one can see or really hear. Well, they can't hear it, but they can sort of see it, the red light on it, no big deal. But you can control when it blows up. They don't have anything they can do about it. The only thing they have to counter it is a trophy system. You throw a regular grenade or a Semtex, you get the beeping sound, or you get the grenade indicator, anything like that. It's not as good as C4 is in my book. You also kind of want to think about your lethal, or your sorry, you want to think about your tactical equipment. There are a few different routes you can go, and personally I like all three of them. I have a hard time picking between the three sometimes. I like to mess around with tactical insertion, trophy system, and smoke grenade from time to time. I use the trophy system to block all their projectiles. It also blocks AC-130 rockets and Reaper rockets, if you didn't know that. I like to use the smoke grenade when I first prestige to just kind of keep them out of the drop zone for a second. I can get the draw on them. By the way, this is the secret capture spot I was talking about in Dome. It's not the best, but you can watch that spawn right to the left. It can be pretty devastating sometimes, though. Your perks, you really want to use Blind Eye and Blast Shield. Marksman is what I use for my third perk, and I feel that is kind of at your own discretion thing. I like seeing them from further away. Maybe you use steady aim, maybe you run a shotgun or something. Third perk, use whatever, but Blind Eye and Blast Shield will save you from at least half of the deaths you take. With Blast Shield, I can take about 4 grenades before I finally die, you know, if they're a little bit further away. It's really something you want to look into. It will save you a lot of frustration. Grenades flying everywhere in this game. Keep it in mind, guys. The last thing that I can really think to tell you is about care packages. And once again, like your third perk, it's kind of an at your own discretion thing. What I do is I pick up important care packages and ones that I can take to booby trap the next drop zone. You know, I take sentry guns, IMSs, just anything I can put in the next drop zone when it's fresh and I get there. Anyways, guys, I'm 320 Awaken. Take care.